everyone, this is Nimish. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna review the movie Kerala Varma Parshi Raja, or as the Britishers would like to call it, Parasi Raja. This is the movie starring the one and only megastar Mammootty. It also stars Manoj K. Jayan, Kanika Subramaniam, Sarath Kumar, Padma Priya, Tilakan Sir, Jagati Sri Kumar, Suresh Krishna, and many others. This movie is written by the legendary writer M.T. Vasudevan Nair, who was all set to have written Randamuyam. This is the second movie where he has ZH in the title. That makes me pronounce it this way, but here we go. And it's directed by Hariharan. And I've heard that he has made several beautiful films, so I will have to check out his sort of filmography. Anyway, getting back, this is one of the very famous movies of Mammootty and his career, and it has been recommended to me for a very long time, and I'm glad I finally watched it. This movie is definitely very entertaining, and there are some very notable things about this movie. At the same time, there are some things that could have definitely been done much better. So let's get right into it. Let's start with the general acting and performances throughout the movie. Megastar Mammootty, as we all know, is a great actor, and in this movie also he has internalized the role, and he has definitely, the presence of the king is clearly visible on screen, and he knows how to play it and knows how to go through the emotions that this particular sort of ruler is going through to protect his people, and the ups and downs of the emotions. So it was a very restrained and internalized performance, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Everybody else in this movie has a purely supporting role and therefore has very limited to do with their performances, but everyone did a very natural job. As always, Jagati sir always stands out in some of the roles that he does, and he really stood out in this one as well, and I enjoyed his performance once again in this movie. Manoj K. Jayan, Sarath Kumar, Tilakan sir is there for a short time. Padma Priya was very young in this movie. I think she recently starred in Chef, the Saif Ali Khan movie, so it's been a long career for her as well. All these people lend powerful support to the movie and are great characters to watch. However, this is definitely a Mammootty driven vehicle altogether. In terms of the flow of the movie and the making of the movie, the one notable thing is that, if my memory serves me right, this is one of the only Indian films that I have watched with the British Raj that they never speak anything other than English. That is absolutely fantastic, because even up until Thugs of Hindustan, we had this big debate going around about how we are done with Britishers speaking in Hindi to each other when they don't really need to, and in fact they don't even need to speak in the local language to the Indian people. They can have translators, and I think that was beautifully captured in this movie, and I'm so glad that finally. And this movie was obviously made in 2009, like it released 10 years before Thugs of Hindustan and got it right at that time, so complete kudos to the filmmaking team. We do not want to hear the Britishers talk in any local languages, otherwise it would sound something like Muntari Valley Cool, Talari Kumbabul, and that just would not fly out very well with them trying to speak one of the toughest languages on the planet. They had one word to say and they messed it up. But anyway, I think that was just an entertaining part of the movie where they keep saying Parasi. But other than that, the music of the movie gives it a good support. It's by the legendary Ilaiyaraaja sir, but I don't know, it wasn't something outstanding or it wasn't something impactful. And for 2009, it definitely seemed a little dated. 2009 is not that far behind us, and if you compare at a national level, there's so many movies out there that have achieved so much more. So I felt that the music could have been better. In terms of the subplots of Manoj K. Jayan, it was very interesting to watch. The subplot and characters of Sarath Kumar were also very interesting to watch, and I think all these subplots played together very well. Obviously, the length of the movie is a definite problem. It is extremely long and it feels a little slowed down and pulled down and relaxed. It made me think of how Randamuyam Randamuram would be with the similar sort of main character being diving deep into his own sadness, his own complex emotions, his own sort of thoughts. It definitely gave me the feel. It comes from the same writer, but at the same time, it feels like, the writer has this sort of liking to go into the mind of the character, which is not a problem. But when we see it on screen, it can appear to be slightly slowed down and not gripping enough and not entertaining enough if the movie stretches for so long. So, crisp editing would definitely have made a little more impact on the audience, is what I think. The action sequences, which should have been something impressive in this movie, are definitely average at best. I think that they could have definitely put in more effort. Again, 2009 is not that far behind, but the action seems like it was from the early 90s or something like that. And in fact, I don't know if they tried to go too far with the action and sort of didn't hit the mark, or if they just didn't plan it well, or that's just how it was back then in Kerala. I don't know if the movie industry at that point was just not involved in action at that point, so they didn't know better. But obviously, we've come a long way. We've seen that today action is just killing it in Malayalam films, but back then it definitely was a problem in this movie. It was a problem to an extent that it was distracting. So you know how action is made. Yeah, when they direct action and jumping sequences and things like that, they attach wires to you, and then the wires pull you up in this pulley and take you to places. There were obviously many such jumping action and high sort of pulley action going on with those wires, and because of the form in which the pulleys pull you up and you just sort of swing in one way or the other, and then it's erased in post production, all those wires, that was kind of clearly visible, and it was pretty obvious that these are these pulley stunts that are happening that were also out of place, not required. At the same time, it was not finessed very well. So the overall delivery and impact of the action sequences was not good enough for my expectations of such a historic movie that was made with a pretty good enough budget, with all the star cast possible, all the creative team being one of the best creative teams ever, technical teams ever. They should have focused a little more on that. Other than that, I think overall this is a film worth watching. It is a film that you can even rewatch because of the very complex story weaving, storytelling. There's ups and downs. So it is pretty good. It could have been significantly better, yet I think this movie is definitely worth a watch. That is what I think of Kerala Varma Parasi Raja, and I am going with 3 stars. 3 stars because I think that this movie could have been shorter. I think the action, which is the highlight, could have been better. I think the music could have been better. And I think that other than Mammootty, all the other characters, although it was enjoyable to watch them, did not really enhance the movie much. If anything, made the movie longer. So there could have been a lot of things that could have been done better. So 3 stars because this is definitely a movie that you should watch from Mammootty's career that is pretty good and gets some things right. That is what I think of this movie. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comments below. Do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and keep watching for more.